Thank you for joining into this little bit of a almost like a walkthrough or a step-by-step. And I'm going to be using the interface here to show you. Now this is an S7 Edge that is using Snapbridge here, version 2.0.3 running Android 7. So pretty much I think that there's been a lot of questions. I just wanted to see if I could answer some of them, just a novice at best in terms of, setting up this software. And basically, this is my way of showing you. So, this seems to be a way more new interface here. You got your add camera, which if you wanted to add, let's say, a D500 wirelessly, you could. You got your switch camera, which I believe is up to 5 cameras per device now. And then last but not least is your forget camera. So if you ever wanted to forget a device, you click on this. Then any camera that you want to use or not pair with anymore, you can do it right there. Now, what I really love about this software, and I'll go through all the bits and pieces of information here. I have everything set up. I actually had to update this, actually. This is at 2.0.1. But, see, I actually do have pictures of my stuff here. So, I took a picture of this right here. You can view with inside the application. This was shot with a DF at 50 millimeters and an f1.4 at a 1/4000th of a second. So I pretty much froze it. So you get my drift, though. Nice software. Definitely reliable. So let's say, for instance, if you wanted to connect, what I would honestly recommend, if you're going to connect to the software, tips and tricks to do it. You pair with the camera. Now you have a selection of what cameras to choose from. Key Mission 80, we'll start from the bottom and we'll work our way up. Key Mission 80, which is an action camera. That is the 80-degree action camera that you can record one way. I believe it has a back screen. Don't quote me on that. Just saying. W100, which is the weather camera. I believe it's shockproof up to about, I think it is. I'm going to make sure. Hold on. About 5 or 6 feet. Don't quote me again, like I said, but 5 or 6 feet for that and 33 feet for waterproof. So if you were in a pool, you could pretty much use it. Just make sure to, follow the proper pre-use setup, which, putting it in salt water, blah, blah, blah. You got your A9, A300, B700, B5, and W300 as a secondary option. I love the A900, honestly. Beautiful camera body. If you really want to use something that is going to be both useful, slim, compact, and has an amazing zoom, that's going to be your best bet. That's going to hook up to this. I feel that that's a better camera than the B700, but, whatever. And then we obviously have your selection of digital SLRs, which is 3400, 56, 75, 500, and then the almighty 850. So, pretty much, and I'll walk you through some of the steps. I don't have a camera to kind of walk through with this, but pretty much what you're going to want to do, let's say for instance, I want to connect my D3400 to Bluetooth to do some, setup. So what you're going to do, you're going to follow the on-screen instructions. This is going to be obviously searching. If you're using anything like a tablet form, it will show up different. I believe it'll have a big box in the center. It'll ask you if you understood and go through the prompts from there. And I believe that's the same for iOS. But other than that, it's a clean interface. It will go through a process. I believe it's this. So you click on the connect the smart device, then you would move promptly over through the on-screen instructions, and it would then ask you for a select an accessory. I believe that is something that comes up as well. Once you hit select an accessory, proceed onward into the next screen, which will then ask you to hit a Bluetooth pairing code. It'll appear up on the screen. It should be about a 6-digit number on the smart device and a 6-digit code on the camera. Both are asking you to hit a specific button on both devices. Both OK on the camera, depending on what you're using, and pair or OK on the smart device. You hit them both at the same time, then it should immediately launch you in. The camera should immediately say your camera and smart device are now connected, and thus now you have your Bluetooth pairing. Wi-Fi is a whole different beast and ballgame. Depending on your battery level, which I believe I was told previously was like 80 to 85% for both devices. As long as your battery level is at that high, you should be completely fine in terms of connecting via Wi-Fi. If you have issues, I believe the only thing I was recommended to do was to uninstall, restart the phone, and reinstall the application, and that should resolve the issue. All right, and if you ever have any further questions or concerns, please just follow the on-screen instructions, and you should be fine. That is basically my tips and tricks for the tutorial of Snapbridge, the newer 2.0 interface. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to respond in the comments section below, and I'll be more than glad to get a hold of you. And yeah, I can definitely go over more applications from there. All right, you guys have a fantastic day, and see you later.